Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, All Things Frugal and Fabulous. Today I wanted to go over a long list of 26 things I talked myself out of buying. Just a little bit of a note, I did start this list a long time ago, like over a year ago, probably like 2 years ago. So it's been a while since I made one of these videos. But yeah, we're gonna go over it anyway. So yeah, the first thing is a new computer. So this thing I did end up buying, but I waited. I waited. I think I waited over a couple of years until my old computer was just, it was too small and it just was freezing all. I couldn't work on it anymore. And then I even waited longer and I ended up getting half off on a really super great deal. It was for Boxing Day. I'm pretty sure it was a Boxing Day sale. It could have been Black Friday or Boxing Day, one of the two. Anyways, so it ended up being cheaper to get the brand new one. It was like half off than buying a refurbished one. Normally I would get something used, but it was cheaper. So anyways, that's the first thing. The second thing was a new phone. Again, I did end up buying a new phone, but again, I waited. Okay, this is my old phone. I don't know if you can see that, but right here, there is a jagged piece of like glass, and it was like stabbing my head when I was on the phone with clients and people. And even here, I don't know if you can see that, but it is really, really sharp. And I use this phone like this for a long time. Like, I'm saying almost 2 years like this. I literally just bought a new phone, maybe about a month or so ago, because I would have kept using this one, but it just was so outdated and it would not let me do anything new anymore. I couldn't even make YouTube videos on it anymore. And it was just getting, I literally could not do anything on it. It was way too outdated, and no matter what I did, it would not work for me. So but again, I waited and I waited. And the phone company that I'm with, Public Mobile, they had a great sale on used refurbished phones. And if I had bought a phone through them, I think I got $40 or something, or was it 20? Anyway, I got a bunch of money off of my monthly bill, so I didn't even have to pay for over a month of my bills. So there was that. That was nice too. So not only did I get the phone on a great deal, I didn't have to pay for a phone bill either. So moving on. The next thing are toys. Now I know it sounds silly, but I'm basically a child in a adult-sized body and I love toys. But I'm always talking myself out of buying. And you would think as a frugal person, I wouldn't have that to want to buy toys. But I think toys are great. And I would play with toys all day long if I didn't have to work or take care of my children. I know that sounds silly, but it's true. I do. I love toys. So yeah, I had to talk myself, even secondhand toys, brand new toys, but yeah, no more toys. Yeah, I love toys. Who doesn't like toys? Next one is clothes. I have so many clothes and most of them were all given to me, or again, as I stated before, they are really, really old and I bought them a long time ago. Although at the current moment, I don't fit a whole lot of my clothes that I have had because, well, I'm almost 22 weeks pregnant, so yeah, I don't fit anything. But I still haven't bought any, I didn't buy any maternity clothes. I'm just trying to get through with what I have, and you know, yeah, I'm not buying any maternity clothes, nothing. And then also for my daughter, she wanted new clothes, but I made her go through her closet and all her clothes, and I said, go through your clothes first. She went through, she found a whole bunch of stuff in there, and then she was happy. So, yeah, no new clothes. Next thing was new bedding. I don't know why, but new bedding, I don't know why I wanted new bedding. Probably because, I don't know, new bedding is awesome, but I didn't buy it. I think, what did we do? I just kind of revamped my room. I sprayed my sheets, and you know what? Honestly, if you iron your bedding, it makes them kind of like new. This is fact. I know it sounds funny, and normally I wouldn't do it, but instead of buying new sheets, you just have to iron them, and they are like crisp, and if you hang them outside, they're even crispier, and they got that, you know, fresh air scent, and it's great. You don't need new bedding. I mean, I think, yeah, I'm just using what I have. I haven't bought new bedding in, I honestly can't remember. It's been that long. It's been, like, since I was in my old apartment. So, yeah, it's gotta be over 10 years. That's probably why I was feeling like I needed new bedding. I probably saw an advertisement. Anyway, moving on. More essential oils. Yeah, I have a lot of essential oils. Right now I'm really enjoying this bergamot. I got this a long time ago, and I'm just really trying to use up the ones that I have already. Oh yeah, it's half empty. As you can see, I have it going. I'm trying not to light candles right now because it's super hot. So I'm using this instead because it gives off, you know, just a cool air. It's nice and it smells good. And to go along with the oils that I really wanted to buy, I really wanted to get a new oil diffuser. Not because there's anything wrong with this one, but because I wanted another one. I had originally quite a few years ago, can't remember, maybe 10 years ago or something, I had one and that one broke, and I think I might have wanted one, I don't know, but I did end up buying this one. I got it for a really, really good price. I got it for under $20 on Amazon, and as long as I learned my lesson the first time, I didn't realize you had to clean them out and stuff like that. So this one I've been maintaining, and it's lasting me a really, really long time. And I really don't need multiple ones all through the house because I'm almost always in the main room anyway. So yeah, I don't need another one. The next were books. I really, really wanted the B.C. Andrews series, but then I think I did a video quite a while ago where I got a whole bunch from the library. And then my mom, I think I mentioned this before too, she went on a thrifting expedition whenever she went out thrifting, and she saw V.C. Andrews books. She would buy them, and she kept a list of all the ones that she had already bought and the ones that I already had. And the ones that I already had, I think I got one for like the very first book was Flowers in the Attic, and I bought that for like 10 or 25 cents. Years and years and years ago. I never read it up until a couple of years ago. Anyway, I wanted these books, and I got them. I ended up finding them at the library, and my mom brought me like a whole ton of them that she got from all different thrift stores for Christmas this 2021. And yeah, so that was pretty awesome. And then also Isabel wanted new books, but again, I was like, read the ones you have. She got lots of books, and she ended up getting some books also thrifted or something. She wanted to, no, I found some books that I had for the Hunger Games, and she wanted to read the books, and I already had them. They were given to me by my stepmom. So yeah, crisis averted. Didn't need to buy any new books. Hair dye. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't bought any new hair dye. And in fact, I was given some hair dye that is still sitting in my bathroom. I've got 2 boxes, so I don't know. Yeah, I didn't end up buying any, and I haven't even done my hair, but whatever, who cares. The next was like junk food. I don't know why, but well, especially now, sometimes you get cravings, but we got so much like still Halloween candy, Christmas candy. I don't even know why. Like, and I'm really trying not to eat junk food, but I think the kids are pestering me. Maybe I wanted it too, you know. But let's just blame it on the kids. But anyways, I did not, except for what I told you that I bought, like those few bags of chips, and those chocolate bars for the kids or whatever. I haven't bought anything else. I'm really just trying to get through what we already have. When I go through that area, you'll see my whole thing that I have left. So yeah, I really try not to buy any of this. So I just gotta say, no, I do not need it. Like, pointing at my stomach, but you cannot see it. I do not need it. It's mostly baby, but I still don't need it. Next are gifts. I know I love giving people things, but on here I wrote down niece's birthday, sister's birthday, my mom's retirement. Oh man, that was a long time ago. So I made this list quite a while. And for my dad and stepmom's birthdays. So yeah, this must have been about, yeah, I'm always feeling like I need to give, and I love gifting. I love buying and giving people gifts, but I'm really just trying not to spend money because I really just I can't. I have so many other things. I really just don't have money to spend a lot. So I think I still gave them something. It's just, I can't remember what I did. It was a long time ago. But yeah, I didn't buy them anything. I gave them something. I wouldn't show up empty-handed. I can't remember what I did though. But it was something that was either regifted or something homemade or something like that. I can't remember, but I know I didn't buy them anything. Otherwise I would not have written it down. Next thing was Mexican Dominoes game. So Isabel was pestering me because it says low battery. Okay, better hurry up. Because we only had the regular Dominoes. She really liked the Mexican train Dominoes that my mom had. And, well, it was really expensive. So, long story short, I did end up buying it. But I waited. Again, I waited and waited and waited and waited. And then there was like a Christmas sale. You know how sometimes there's a sale right before Christmas? So I ended up doing that. And I got it for like half the price because they're normally they're anywhere from 20 to 40 bucks. So I got it for half the price on Amazon. And then I gave it as a family gift for Christmas. So yeah, I just waited. And I looked up and down thrift stores, online thrifting. I could not find that game anywhere secondhand. So I did just the next best thing, waited for it to go on sale, and then I got it. Next thing were earrings. Okay, so there's a note. There was a pair of earrings that I really, really loved, and I lost them, and honestly, it was so long, I don't even remember which ones they were, but I do remember feeling this feeling, and I ran out. I wanted to buy some new earrings that were similar to the ones that I lost, but I never did. And honestly, the fact that I can't even remember what they looked like, it obviously wasn't that big of a deal, right? So whatever. Next thing were glass storage containers. They are like the newest in thing, and I felt like, oh, I need glass storage containers. I really want glass storage containers, but I just haven't bought them. And honestly, like, I don't put any of my super hot food into plastic containers. As long as your food is already cooled down, you put it into plastic. There's no leaching of chemicals into your food, and I don't heat up the food in the plastic. I always put it into a glass or, you know, porcelain safe dish for that. So I'm just using what I have. I really don't need last. If someone were to gift me or get rid of theirs so they could buy, I would say yes and get rid of, you know, some of my margarine, sour cream containers, take some, but I'm not going to go. They're super expensive, so I do not buy them. The next things were new boots. I have no, or I had no winter boots at all. I ended up getting some for Christmas. This is a really old list. I ended up getting some for Christmas, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before. I got, what are they called? Not mucklugs. They're really not, they're like the, I can't think, but they're the ones with like the fur, and I don't know what they're, they're the Aboriginal ones that they make. What are they called? I can't, mom brain. Okay, I don't know what they're called, but they're beautiful, and they were given to me for Christmas, so yeah, very, very beautiful boots. Next thing I was gonna get rubber boots for my daughter. Yeah, so for that, I ended up being given 2 pairs of rubber boots from my dad and stepmom. So I'm wearing and I just passed down the ones that I had. They're leopard print, although now she's too cool for the leopard print. But yeah, anyway, I didn't buy them. We got enough rubber boots. Next thing was a new winter jacket for my daughter. So, funny story, I still had a winter jacket of my own that was sized 14, 15, and I bought this when I was, I would say, 25 years old. I still have it in my closet, and then I bought another one, and it's super, super pretty. It's extra small. Anyways, long story short, I gave her, mine, like, because I haven't worn them in a while after having, so yeah, it's been quite a few years since I've been able to wear them. I hope, yeah, so I just passed them along. I got a new larger coat from my mom that she wasn't using anymore, so she gave that one to me. Alright, moving on. A new pool and accessories. I don't know if you saw the short clip in one of my last videos. I was filling it up. It was, anyway, I don't know why. I just felt like we really needed a new pool. Just like the cheap, but they're not that cheap. They're like anywhere from $40 to upwards dollars. And, yeah, because the one was a little bit dirty. I guess Sure didn't clean it very good, but anyway, I got it all cleaned up now, so we're good. And yeah, we don't really need one. I just did it wrong last year. I did it wrong, and but it's okay. It's working now. And if I had done it right the first time, it never would have happened. But I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, moving on. No, I did not get a new pool or anything like that. We're just making do with what we got. Next thing was a new fire pit. So I walk into Giant Tiger, and they got fire pits for $80. $80. I paid, I got mine from Canadian Tire, I think. But I only paid, maybe I paid like just over $120 I paid for mine. And it's fairly good, but you know, it wasn't an expensive one, so I thought maybe if I bought the $80 one, I could use that one as a backup. But, I mean, this one will be good for a while, so I don't even know what was going through my head. I thought, ooh, I can get a cheap one, right? In case the prices go back up. But, anyways, I didn't buy it. I moved on. Next were cleaning products. Okay, so this is a funny story. I was watching all these cleaning YouTube videos of YouTubers cleaning, and they're always recommending all these cleaning products. I'm like, oh, I totally need that. I totally need that. And then I just had to, like, you know, give myself a little slap, give my head a shake, and say, Carisa, what are you doing? You don't need all these cleaning products. Your house is just fine without them. You haven't used these cleaning products, like, ever. Why do you need them all of a sudden? You don't. So I got out of that foggy cleaning thing haze, and I just cleaned my house normally like I always do. guess what? It's clean. Next thing were new sandals, okay? My feet are very, I don't know, use the word fat, but they are very, what's that word called? Oh, I can't remember anything right now. What is that word called when you're, like, from being pregnant and you're retained water? Anyway, my feet always get like that, so I'm just going to call them fat. My feet are fat from being pregnant, so I was going to buy some new sandals to fit me, but then my dad bought the wrong size of Crocs. He bought like a women's size 6, and he needed a men's size 10.5. I don't even know how that's possible, but he did it, and he had to order new ones. He was all upset about it, but anyways, he gave me the order. He's like, what size are your feet? I'm like, size 6, size 5 or 6. He's like, oh, well, I got a size 6 pair of Crocs here, the brand new. And yeah, he gave those to me, so that's what I'm wearing right now. I didn't have to buy any, brand new. It's weird how that happens sometimes. Next thing, new sandals for Wyatt. Okay, so I went to the thrift store, and first we were at Walmart, and then I'm like, oh, they're like 20, 30 bucks for baby sandals, which they're gonna roll out in a year or whatever. Anyways, so I went to the thrift store. I got 2 pairs for 50 cents each. So I paid $1 for 2. Anyway, I guess not really talking myself out of them, but in a way, yes. I was going to buy them in Walmart for way, way, way more, and then I ended up getting them for literally, like, basically nothing. $1. And then again, slippers, because he keeps stealing our slippers. But then, oh, I should show you. I'll show you them in another. I should have brought them here. But anyways, slippers. Now, my mom made him a little pair, and I found a whole bunch of slippers that I had already packed away for him. And yeah, so I didn't even have to buy any of them. So now he's got a whole selection to choose from that were given to us. Next thing was outdoor lights. So last year I spent 40 bucks on outdoor lights because I was feeling like I wanted to be fancy. So these were lights that I put around our temporary gazebo type thing, and we barely use them, first of all. And then when I took them down, because I had to take everything down for winter, I don't know what happened, but they just won't work anymore. So I'm not throwing them away. I'm repurposing them in another way, which I'm not going to get into. But anyways, I had to look back and say we literally maybe used them like less than 10 times all summer. So I'm not going to spend another $40 on lights. Not going to do it. It really peeved me off though when they broke or when they just stopped working. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Isabel was like, wow, you're really peeved. I'm like, yeah, I'm really peeved. But it was already too late. I couldn't return them. So whatever. What are you going to do? And the next thing was a portable air cooler or a fan. A new fan. Because all we have right now is this little thing. And we got no air conditioner. And our landlord is too, cheap to fix it. So we are living with no air conditioning right now, and plus 40 weather. Whew. But I went online, I did a ton of research, and I found a ton of ways to keep your house cool. And gotta be honest with you, it's not that bad in here. I mean, it's no air conditioning, but it's really not that bad. So we're just making do, and yeah, maybe I'll do a video on all the ways I'm doing to keep myself cool in this unair conditioned plus 40 weather here. Yeah, so I did not buy them because those, again, the cheapest one was 40 all the way onwards to, like, I don't even know, $200. And then the second thing, guess what broke here? A dryer. So we got no dryers to dry our clothes, which is fine, but I only have one metal rickety dryer clothes rack, which is standing outside right now drying our clothes. But the problem with that is I can only do like one load at a time, and I need more. So I was gonna buy another one so that I could do like 2 loads back to back. And then, but I called my mom and I was like, do you have an extra clothes dryer rack? Because I know she already has a clothesline. And she was like, yeah, I do. She was given 2 extra ones. So I'm like, could I have one? Because our dryer is broken and I need to do more than 1 load sometimes. So she was like, yeah, absolutely. So there you go. 26 things I talked myself out of buying. Some of them I did end up getting. But again, patience is key. Don't just run out and buy things. And sometimes you'll completely forget about what, like the earrings. I don't even remember. Like, anyways. I hope you like this video. I know it got long. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope you all have a frugabulous day, a frugabulous weekend. And yeah, have a great weekend. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.